I recently was going on dates with a man, and nice guy, good guy, treated me well. But
what?
once I realized that he was not my husband, because I'm only looking for husband energy at the moment, I ended things with him, and I sent him a text, because it wasn't that serious, I didn't feel like I needed to do it in person. Anyway, I sent him a text.
The breakup text. Classic.
Told him that I didn't see it going any further, and he agreed. He said that he didn't think that he could make me happy. And while I appreciate that, it was a very kind response.
Wait, where is this going?
He didn't even try. He didn't even try and say that he wanted to change, that he wanted to whatever.
Why would he? And why should he? It sounds like he got the better end of the deal. Yet one seems to be complaining that someone is not fighting to stay with someone who obviously doesn't want to be with them.
I can be manipulated. I will listen to you. But you didn't even try.
Indeed. And I believe we all can see why.
This video just further proves the toxicity that women really enjoy, or a lot of modern women really enjoy in relationships, because you didn't want to be with him, yet you wanted him to waste his time with you.
3 years ago, I worked in a call center, and I had a female employee that reported to me, and just very kind to me, just like the type of person you want to help win. She comes to my office, she was like, "Boss, can I use your phone?" I was like, "Sure." She gets on the phone, and she's like, "What? I told you that. Why you did it?" And then hangs up. She was like, "Thanks, boss." And I was like, "Yeah." Now this is somebody that was on my team for years, so I was like, "May I ask who you were speaking to?" She was like, "Oh, that was my husband." I said, "May I give you some feedback?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Please don't speak to me better than you speak to your husband."
Oh. Now I've seen this a lot in the workplace as well. One can make the argument these women are trying to keep their jobs. They have this responsibility. They have to pay their bills, take care of the kids, take care of the home. So they have to keep the jobs. But you also have to keep your husband. That's something a lot of women do, and then they go to work and pretend like they're this angel, and that can be really hurtful to see, especially as your husband, where it's just like this random man, this supervisor gets all this love and respect and all this gentleness and kindness, but then when you come home to me, I get an angry plate of food, I get an angry woman, I get meanness. But yeah, he's supposed to stay and still provide, still protect. You wouldn't like if your husband treated his secretary better than he treats you. I'm just saying.
How much money is in your guys' bank account?
I got like 1,200.
Like 70K? Yeah.
70K? What you mean 70K?
What do you mean? My dad gave it to me.
You made me pay for all this shit and you got 70K in
You're my boyfriend. Why wouldn't you pay for my things?
Well, I mean, if you got 70K, I mean, you should be paying for this.
Yeah,
shit.
but usually the guy's supposed to pay for the things.
This is a serious problem. Like, I'm not even kidding. I paid for
What
dinner.
are you getting mad at me for?
That was $400.
You're supposed to pay for my shit.
You got 70K?
You're my boyfriend. You're supposed to pay for my
kidding
shit.
me? Yo, dude, this is actually...
It's not my fault you're broke. How is that my fault?
We're done then.
What do you mean we're done?
Then. We're done then.
If you're gonna fucking scream at me, then leave.
What's sad is that she can't even see what's wrong here. He's most likely angry because he's probably paying for every single thing. Gas, food, drinks, and then my girlfriend, who I thought loved me, who I thought cared about me, is just completely filthy rich and is just allowing me to struggle. Just throw the whole girlfriend away. Like, I understand what you mean, but clearly your boyfriend is struggling. It's not everything that he has to swipe his card for. You can help too. But she's offended because I shouldn't have to help. You chose the guy.
Let me debunk why passport systems don't work. Because of the delusion that women have. Men can say, you know what, I could go overseas and find me a woman that I'm looking for. I'm gonna be honest with you, American women do not have that luxury. I spoke to men in different countries, they ain't checking for y'all. Y'all don't come with the qualities that they want in women. I've talked to human men in real life that said American women is a no. Absolutely not. Why would they leave their women who are raised to treat their men and be cooperative for an American woman? Unless they're trying to get a green card, and if that's the case.
So you want somebody to cater to you? You want a woman to be dependent on you?
No, I never said that. Men in general, globally, want submissive women. Women in other countries are not looking at submission as I'm a slave. And that's one of the main issues why foreign men are not checking for American women. So y'all don't have that luxury. I got no problem taking care of a if you want the green card.
Like, you couldn't date down here. You're gonna date down over there? You know what's worse over there. A man can go find a poor woman over there. He can bring her here and make her rich. Y'all don't want to bring a man here and make him rich. Many poor guys here in America are still very rich in comparison to men across the world. So you still have to date down when you leave the country. Might as well work with what you have here than trying to find something else in all the other places. And if this is really becoming a thing, I'll tell you this right now. I've heard this many times of other countries. Many men are told to stay away from American women. So it's not an easy thing to go and try and find a husband in all these other places because they're already told once you find out they're American, run. So passport sis, that's not working. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
I can say is for some of the men that I do coach, one of the things that they said that was like terrifying was that they felt like, I know what I need to do as a man. I'm supposed to pay for the first date. I'm supposed to hold the doors open and do all these things. I know what I'm supposed to do. But after I do all of that, what am I supposed to receive? This is what a guy said. I feel like women know what they're supposed to expect, and so they expect it. But I don't know what I'm supposed to be expecting from a woman, so I don't know how to demand it. So now I'm just left here not even knowing how to even pick a woman because I don't know what a standard of a good woman is supposed to even look like. The way that you guys have a template of what a good man is supposed to look like.
I think men do have a basic understanding of what they want from a woman. They're just not allowed to say that they want this thing from a woman because it's no longer okay to say that I want my woman to cook and clean. I would like her to stay at home and be with the kids. You know, even just basic respect, that is all they would like. You can't say that anymore. Most men fall into wanting those attributes from a woman, just like most women will fall into wanting those same attributes from a man for provision, for protection. Men, a cook, a clean, a loving wife, simple things, they just aren't allowed to say it. And they're no longer allowed to want it because most modern women don't want to do those things anymore. Those things are looked as slavery and oppressive when in actuality it's just basic love and care.